Good morning, everyone. How are we doing today? So, I wanted to make you aware of what could become a very hot topic issue, and that is around forbearance. And it's hard to believe, but a lot of those initial forbearance requests have already exhausted their 90-day window. So, let's talk about forbearance first, what it is. We'll talk about what's being done at kind of the federal level, and then we will talk about why this could cause inventory to rise. And if you've been watching my channel for any length of time, you know that we need some inventory. But I don't think this is the way that I want to see inventory come on the market. Seeing the pain that this might cause is not a good thing. So, what is forbearance? We've done many videos on this. I actually did a video, I guess, 3 months ago talking about the forbearance pain and why it's not a good thing. So, in essence, you have a mortgage. Uh, this health event has caused lots of people to lose their job. You call up your bank and you say, "Hey, I'm impacted. I need, I need forbearance." So, in the beginning, when this all started in March, it was pretty easy to get those. Banks were essentially saying 90 days, no problem, no questions asked. They even had online applications to request it because they were trying to streamline the process. Then you see in the original CARES Act that if you had a federally backed mortgage, that not only could you get a 90-day forbearance, but you could get 6 or 12 months. That's when I released that first video talking about the dark side and there's going to be a problem. Over time, we have seen federally backed mortgages change how they're treating the bill on a forbearance. Initially, it was, hey, at the end of 90 days, you, Mr. or Mrs. Homeowner, owe us 4 months. You owe us the past 3 months, and you owe us the fourth month. Give me my money now. Well, that's a problem for folks if you were obviously impacted by this. And I don't know, what was it, like day 45, day 50? Again, only for federally backed mortgages, they said, you know what? We'll stick it on the back end. We'll create a second 0%, pay it off when you sell or refi or whatever. So lots of people thought the forbearance issue was kind of put to bed. But remember, those were only federally backed mortgages. I found out yesterday from a subscriber of this channel that they have a mortgage that had a 90-day forbearance, not, repeat, not government backed, and their bank just sent them a bill for 4 months of payments. The 90-day window is done. We are very likely to see a pretty significant portion of non-federally backed mortgages have a problem. In this particular case, the follower of this channel happened to have the reserves to pay the bill, but they were definitely stressed. They didn't understand the difference between federally backed and not federally backed. They just assumed everybody was. In this case, wasn't. This is a big bank who has, it's one of the big four banks, and I'm guessing they're doing this with all of their clients. I don't really want to name the bank because I only have one example and who knows how prevalent or unprevalent this is. But I think we're going to start to see headlines. I think we're going to start to see headlines by the middle of July where banks are asking for their money. And again, in the contract that you signed to get the loan, they're doing what they're supposed to do. In my history with banks going through the last crisis, they're not your friends. They are looking to recoup their money. And right now, they are seeing real estate prices rise. So let's be clear. They see a window of time where they could sell that asset and get paid back entirely. If this moves forward and grinds forward, that could push listings up and prices down. Again, we don't know how prevalent this is. We don't know if the noise builds and then they relent to pressure from outside forces. But this is stuff we have to watch. This is why I watch my market every day. It'll be interesting to see if they're regionalized. Because one thing, again, the bank is not your friend. Maybe in this case, if the homeowner was in Vegas, maybe they would do a forbearance because Vegas unemployment rate is 30%. Where maybe if you're in Texas, they're going to say, pay up or get out. It's banks aren't our friends, right? They try to pretend like they are and do all these great things. They are out there to protect their money, protect their shareholders. They do not want the pain of '06 through 2010. They're going to take their money when they can. So this forbearance thing, this was the subscriber of the channel was clearly, I don't know if the right word is nervous or scared, upset. And she should rightly so, right? She is she didn't understand the difference between a federally backed mortgage and not. As for the question that just popped up, I think the high-priced markets, Orange County was your example, Silicon Valley, where I live, are in big trouble. I think secondary markets like Riverside down south, Fresno up here, are going to be fine. I think the jumbo market will be in trouble, but the affordable market is on fire. And that's again back to what banks could do, right? Banks could relent in Orange County because prices are falling, perhaps. But maybe they force people to sell in Fresno because there's lack of inventory. This event, folks, it's got 12, 18 months to unwind. Again, I hate to be a broken record, but you got to learn your market. When I talk typically with Fresno experience first, maybe a little bit Bay Area, and then I generalize across the country. You need to learn your market. Is your market low on inventory? Is it high on inventory? Is there a difference between jumbo, non-jumbo? What's happening to rents? What's happening to apartments? Is apartments vacancies going up and houses going down? This is the most important time to learn your market. If you are a brand new investor and you're excited about rental properties, I don't know what you should be conservative. I don't want to say nervous. That was the first word that jumped in my head, but that's not the right word. You should be extra conservative today. The market is changing all the time. You need to watch it for the next 90 days, period. End of story. And if you need help with that, look for a link below. But don't rush today. This is a dangerous time. If you just got interested in real estate investing, this is like '06, 05. Learn your market. Learn your market. So be careful. All right. Again, this forbearance thing is going to get noisy. It's going to get messy. It's going to be unpopular. There's a huge difference between federally backed and non-federally backed, as this subscriber found out. So if you're in forbearance and you're not federally backed, you could be getting a bill very soon for 4 months of mortgage payments. Be careful. All right, everybody. Take care.